What's going on, viewer? I'm feeling that there's a bit of a rebirth going on in your energy, okay? So, when I was meditating and confirmation chills, thank you, Spirit. When I was meditating, yeah, change, okay? That just confirms and clarifies. I saw an egg. There's that egg. If you allow me to say it first. Um, 35 is 8. 8 regarding your abundance, okay? This is regarding your growth. Yeah, change. And that's 5. So you could be eating eggs, right? Or you could be like an egg hack. Like you could be avid reader. You could love reading. That could be significant. The Met, the gala, something regarding that. That's significant. 12, boundaries. Okay, so this is you being in cocoon. Yeah, so I saw you like engulfed in some sort of egg and some sort of cocoon, being sheltered, being protected. Okay, so you could be in your own little bubble, doing your own thing. 3 represents mind, body, and soul. Okay, that's you kind of aligning with um, your nurturing energy of the Empress. I had to think about it for a second. And then we have 7 extremes. Yeah, because you're going from hot to cold, you're going from highs to lows, and that's not good for your mental state and for your circulation. Excuse me, for your body. What else do we have for the viewer spirit? Yeah, and then as soon as I say the Empress Energy 4 came out, and that's the Emperor, okay, in tarot. So this could be regarding some sort of change that you set, some sort of boundary, but you're protected regarding this Emperor, regarding this could even be your parents, okay? Something that you love to do that brings you pleasure, that brings you joy, which is 18, and faith, which is 31, which is 4, which is the Emperor in tarot. And then 3, so we have 3, 4 right beside each other. And then we have 8 and 9, okay, on either ends. So this is regarding something that you love to do and you have to stand your ground and bring in some sort of balance. Another 8, so 88 could be significant. You could be born 1988. But this is leading you towards something that maybe your parents can't see, a mother or a father can't see, or this is you just being protective over what it is that you're nurturing, whatever it is that you're growing, okay, because you're birthing something new. You see, remember that egg that I saw? Okay, so something significant, like you're birthing something new, there's a rebirth. Look how beautiful this card is. Like she's pregnant and she's pregnant with the earth. So you could be pregnant, okay? That doesn't have to be for everybody. Mm, hmm. But there's definitely something that's coming to you that's regarding your work, something that maybe, yeah, like it's causing you to stay up at night. The shoulda, the woulda, the couldas. What if this? What if that? Always kind of questioning yourself. But you have to set boundaries with that Queen of Swords. Speak your truth. Put people in their place, and it doesn't matter who they are. And sometimes it's the hardest when it's your parents because your parents think that they have some sort of seniority over you because they're your parents. Okay. But that's not always the case. And that isn't the case. There's a level of mutual respect that comes with that. Capricorn energy, the devil. So this is the fear that's keeping you up at night, right? But this could be an offer that's coming in that's trying to be that's the boundaries that you need because you could be getting some sort of offer. Yeah, some sort of offer, and that devil card doesn't want to come off the bottom of the deck. Okay, that Capricorn energy. So this is regarding your abundance. There we go, with the Knight of Wands there and the Page of Cups. I just saw the Queen of Cups. So there's some sort of interference. And just because they can't see it or can't do it doesn't mean it's not real, right? Do you go around saying, oh, well, God's not real because you can't see him, you don't connect with him, and so how do you know God's real? How do you know your religion's real if you've never seen any of it, if you've never really experienced any of it, and you just hear stories of it? Then it's just a story, right? And I'm not saying any of it's not real, but the point of what I'm trying to say, viewer, is that you have that faith, and that's what separates you. You have that faith in something greater, and you really believe it, and you really stand in it. And that's the change, and that's the boundaries that you have to set because it brings you pleasure. And if you're not harming anybody and you're not harming yourself, then it's their problem. Something about the phases of the moon is significant here because I'm not sure if you could see it from that far. I try to put the angle of the camera better, but it looks like the phases, there's a moon on the right side in each of these, and it looks like it's almost full. So something could be significant, some sort of decision. Let's see what this changes for the viewer. Coming the full moon in Leo, which is the 1st of February. Cancerian energy moving forward. This is the change. You've you've conquered something. The chariot is winning something, the perseverance, that victory, right? That drive to move forward, that leadership. You've conquered the wars. Now you're going to venture off into other lands to see what's there for you. Yeah, some sort of wish fulfillment. This could be regarding your healing, Aquarius energy. So from now, or we're stepping into Aquarius season if we're not already. Yeah, we're in Aquarius season already. Happy birthday, Aquarius. And this is the stars are aligning, some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming true. Um, you could be a siren, okay? You could have like this magnetic pull towards you, or you have a mermaid tattoo, or you could love mermaids. But this is you moving forward in equilibrium, in the balance with the chariot. That's the change. Some sort of luck. Deers could be significant. You could have just saw a deer. Let's clarify these boundaries. To who and from what? Wow. Okay, temperance energy, Sagittarian energy. This could be towards a Sagittarian, having boundaries towards a Sagittarian. But this is alchemy, alchemizing. Yeah. And then we have the hangman, change in perspective, setting yourself free from something, no longer being bound and controlled by the opinions. Because in the Rider Waite tarot deck, okay, it's the hangman. If you do the research and the history, it's kind of like a shameful card. Like you've sinned, you've done wrong, so now we're going to hang you in the city town hall where everybody could see you in the city town square and hang you upside down for what you did. But now you've learned, you've changed your perception, and now you're being cut free because you're aligning. You see the rainbows. Rainbows could be significant. But some sort of alchemy. But this is even you being protected by angels. The Temperance is an angel card, Archangel Michael. This is you being able to balance, okay? Like that's that alchemy, the balance of fire and water, of when to take action and when to be in that flow state. This could even be like a soulmate coming in or some sort of luck that's coming in for you. That it's going to require you to have some sort of balance. Let's clarify the faith card, okay? Then we have the Queen of Wands, strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. This is you standing in your power, having faith in what you believe in, what you're creating, having that confidence. I just did a short that could be relevant. It's kind of coinciding with this message. You could have just got a new pair of earrings. That could be significant for someone. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles underneath the deck. This is regarding your independence. This is leading you to your independence, something that only you can do, something that brings you joy, something that's for you, right? Like everybody could cook, doesn't mean everybody's a chef. You understand what I'm saying? So this is significantly for you. This is even you. Something about your beauty is enhancing, is growing. That's going to allow you pleasure. Yeah, it's going to. Okay, this came out as I was shuffling, but the Eight of Swords, this is you being in your mind. Remember about, look what's peeking out. We have the Nine of Cups, and then I knew there was an eight coming in, the Eight of Wands, and then the Nine of Pentacles there, okay? But we saw the Nine of Swords constantly as I was shuffling the deck and cutting the deck. So you're in your mind about it, but don't worry because this is a wish fulfillment. This is a dream come true that's going to bring in some sort of pleasure for you. This is going to allow you to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself more, to trust your intuition, have faith in what you know, because the spark of the divine has been placed in you for you to know that, for you to trust that, to move forward. Let's clarify pleasure, a shock, something from the past. 11:11 on the clock. This could be a soulmate that you just happen to come across, that, because you put up some sort of boundaries or because you are divinely protected. Okay, so I had a dream and I feel that this is significant. And there was this really very important person who was maybe on the wrong side of tracks. We'll leave it like that, okay? Because I don't judge anybody, but it doesn't mean that just because you're on the wrong side of tracks and you may not be doing the most upright things, doesn't mean that you're the worst of person. However, doesn't also mean you're the best. That's a sidebar. And in this dream, this person like ran the town, and it was like a very important person. And whatever this person said went. And there was a little boy in this dream with another man, but they weren't related to me, but they were somebody. Okay, there was a little boy, and I don't know if he was like African descent or maybe he was from the islands. Okay, um, that's not important here, but he had short hair. Okay, that cute little like nappy hair, not nappy, but it was just short and kind of shaved, and he was with his dad in the dream. But this person came up to me and says, "No, this person can't go. Do you know who I am?" Oh, it's so funny when people say to me, "Do you know who I am?" I die, start dying of laughter. And in the dream, the person came up to me, and everybody was like, they thought I was a goner, so to speak. So they came up to me, and I faced this person, and I go, "Yeah." I go, "Tell me who you are." And they looked at me in my eyes, and they said, "Whatever she wants and says, let her do." And they were scared, they were terrified. And I'm only saying this because of the Archangel Michael, and I just received a email. Okay, you could have a hair appointment today again, so you could have this is going to be like an enhancement on your beauty inside and out. Or this person's coming in, chills, confirmation. It's something from the past that brought you pleasure, that brought you joy. It's going to be a shock, but you are divinely protected from Archangel Michael, and he's God's right hand. He's the heavy hitter. Okay. Well, essentially, Archangel Metatron is God's right hand, right? From any deceit, any self sabotage, any malicious, underhanded behavior that you may not be seeing because this is under the deck. And look what's coming out, the Lovers, Gemini energy. This is a choice in choosing a different path, a different approach. So in the dream, I wasn't done. Sorry, viewer. And in the dream, um, I didn't have to say, "Do you know who I am?" Because they say the eyes are the window to the soul. So it spoke for itself. So something about you speaks for itself. And then I turned to the little boy and dad who were kind of caught within this group, and no one could say anything. And then I said, "Let them go. Go. You could go." And they were scared. I go, "Don't worry. They're not going to hurt you. Just go ahead and go. You're free. Don't worry. Like, I got you." And that's significant to this because the boundary, chills and confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. the Temperance card with the boundaries. Okay. So you're protected, not to worry. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, strong Gemini energy here that you're trying to manifest is coming through for you, viewer. Okay. You just got to get out of your head. And you've invested so much time in trying to manifest this, in learning your gifts and your abilities, even though people try to underhand you, even though people try to use magic, even people try to use manipulation, and manipulation is not always something that you see that's physical, right? Like um, on some sort of contract, or manipulation is always mental manipulation, emotional manipulation. It's nothing, something that you could see that you have proof of, right? It's just something that either you have clarity over and discernment over, or you don't. But you've learned that because you've invested, you put the time, you've built the foundation with the Knight of Pentacles here. And now it's you're going to be making some sort of decision to take action, and look what's popping out. Scorpio energy, the Death card. So there's some sort of rebirth, like I was tuning into. Just trust yourself and trust that you are divinely protected as you make this forceful change and you move forward on this path. It's going to come as a shock, a sudden surprise. Scorpio energy, it's going to move you. This could even be a move, a realization about something that you love to do and that you were meant to do from a child. This is even innocence, okay? Like a positive change, like an aha moment, something falling apart from the past, or something fell apart in the past because you were meant to walk a different path. And now things are going to start. And like I said, with that 7 of Pentacles, it could have been a very long time, slow and steady. Okay. Because this is meant for you to last. It's not you going viral, it's you building generational wealth. There's a difference in how the stability is birthed and grown in this. So trust your intuition and your gifts and abilities and the signs and synchronicities. Much love, viewer.